Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the How to Learn Data Science in Python on the DataCamp episode number 14. Today, we're just gonna keep talking about the how to use the API, and the topics today is about like Twitter API, which is pretty popular. I use that a lot. Previously, I'm still using that right now. So let's just dive into it.
Congratulations on interacting with your very first APIs and getting data from them. You're on the home stretch now. As a final deep dive, you're going to stream data from the Twitter API. You'll learn how to filter incoming tweets for keywords. You'll learn about the principles of API authentication and OAuth. You'll also learn the basics of the package Tweepy, which many people in Python land use to interact with a Twitter API. One of the first major differences between the Twitter API and all of the APIs you've seen so far is that you are able to access all the others anonymously, and Twitter requires that you have an account. In order to gain access to the Twitter API, one needs to create a Twitter account if you don't already have one, log into Twitter apps and click Create a new app. You'll need to agree to a variety of terms and conditions here. Then go to your Keys and Access Tokens tab and copy your API key, your API secret, your access token, and your access token secret. These are the authentication credentials that will allow you to access the Twitter API from Python. In the following interactive exercises, we won't require that you create your own Twitter account and app. We'll do a mock run-through of how you would stream data and analyze it as if you'd done so. It is now important to mention that Twitter has a number of APIs. Firstly, they have a REST API. We won't go into the gory details of REST APIs here, but I'll say two things. One, REST is short for Representational State Transfer. Two, Twitter's REST API allows the user to read and write Twitter data. In order to monitor or process tweets in real time, that is, to stream Twitter data, however, we'll want to use Twitter's streaming API. In particular, we'll use the public stream, which Twitter's API documentation defines as streams of the public data flowing through Twitter. The public stream itself contains a number of options. As we want to read and process tweets, we'll want to use the getStatuses sample API, which returns a small random sample of all public streams. If you wanted to access absolutely all public statuses, you would need to use Twitter's Firehose API, which is not publicly available and would most likely cost you a pretty penny. One last point to note before we begin streaming tweets. Tweets are returned to us as JSONs, and they contain numerous possible fields. Check out the Twitter tweet field guide here. You can get tweet text, user, language, time of tweet, among many other fields. Let's now see how to access and stream data from the Twitter API. For first-time Python tweet streamers, I usually recommend the package Tweepy, which has a nice balance of usability and capability. Let's now use it to stream some tweets. First off, it has an OAuth handler, which takes care of all that nasty stuff for you. All you need to do is pass the API key and secret to the handler, and then to pass the access credentials using the setAccessToken method. After this, you'll need to define your Twitter Stream Listener class. I wouldn't necessarily expect you to be able to do this yourself, so I'm going to do that for you both here and in the interactive exercises that follow. Here I define a tweet listener that creates a file called tweets.txt, collects streaming tweets, and writes them to the file tweets.txt. Once 100 tweets have been streamed, the listener closes the file and stops listening. Now that we have written our Twitter Stream Listener class, all you need to do is create an instance of it and authenticate it. You can then stream tweets that contain keywords of choice by applying the filter method to the object stream. In the following exercises, you'll practice writing Python code to stream tweets, and then you'll do some basic analysis of these tweets to see how often particular keywords are mentioned. Happy streaming.
Cool. Let's do it. So API authentications, the package 3Pi is a great handle on Twitter. API authentication detail for you. You need to do is pass your authentication credential. In this interaction, we have created some markdown credential. If you want to replicate this at your home, you would need to create a Twitter. Okay, I have an app, but I'm probably just gonna use the whatever like it has over here. So let's just first import uh, 3Pi and then pass the parameters consumer key, consumer secret. I think there's an access key to can access secret. Yeah, there's four guys over here. So it's all over here already. So pass author detail to author handle. How to do that? And we pass author to authentication handle auth. Okay, that like this. Auth to that also taken. Okay. And auth has taken. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Like that. To the author handle. We should put over here. So, okay, the function is not what I saw over here. We should use this 3Pi's uh, that's over here. Uh, 3Pi author handle taking the secret hand. Author document taking secret in that order. What does that mean? Oh, okay. So 3Pi handler should put consumer key and consumer secret. Let's watch this a little bit again because I didn't get it.
Congratulations.
Sorry about that, guys.
And they contain numerous possible tweet streamability and capability. Let's now use it to stream some tweets. First off, it has an OAuth handler, which takes care of all that nasty stuff for you. All you need to do is pass the API key and secret to the handler, and then to pass the access credentials using the set access token method. After this, you'll need to define your Twitter stream listener class. I wouldn't necessarily expect you to be able to do this yourself, so I'm going to do that for you both here and in the interactive exercises that follow. Here I define a tweet listener that creates a file called tweets.txt, collects streaming tweets, and writes them to the file tweets.txt. Once 100 tweets have been streamed, the listener closes the file and stops listening. Now that we have written our Twitter stream listener class, all you need to do is create an instance of it and authenticate it. You can then stream tweets that contain keywords of choice by applying the filter method to the object stream. In the following exercises, you'll practice writing Python code to stream tweets, and then you'll do some basic analysis of these tweets to see how often particular keywords are mentioned. Happy streaming. Okay, so over here, first we get past the consumer key and secret to this handle. I don't know what this step to. Do it along the way. And author, okay, so let's assume, if I understand right, this step is kind of like you logging the homepage with your username and password, right? And you're gonna set over here, he said like you set access token
I different with consumer key and consumer secret. What is access token secret? So if you guys know, let me know in the comment section. Or we can figure it out right now. Let's see. Consumer key versus access key. What's different, guys? Consumer key is essentially the API key associated with the applications. Okay, this key or client ID. Okay, it's a client ID. Is what identified as the client. Blah blah blah. Access token is what is issued to the client once the client successfully authenticates itself. Okay, so if I understand right, so this consumer key and what else? I explained to you guys. Consumer key and secret is basically like, okay, I have my ID, like my handle, Twitter handle, or like username and the password to give to the applications, right? And usually when you log in your website or something like you get the username and password and passing. And I think the program said, okay, you are actually that person, and then he will passing back a temporary user key and like username, which is token, I believe, and the token secret back to you, and you use this one to temporarily access the API. But after a while, if you don't use that, it's gonna expire. So you need to repeat this process again. I think that's how it happens. So let's see if it's right. Okay, I think we passed. Next one. So streaming tweets. So we need a container, right? Now set up the authentication. It's time to stream some tweets. You have already defined the tweet stream listener class. My stream listener, just Hugo did in the introduction video. You can find the code for the tweet stream listen class here. Okay, let's see what do we have here. How do I define Twitter listener to create a file called tweet tags? Okay. Well, let's skip the detail. Let's keep going. The text is the correct for the stream object to filter tweets according to particular keywords. Okay, so this is the container. I think a container is something that you hold the tweets and then create your stream object with the authentication bypass tweet by stream, the authentication handle auth, and the Twitter listener. Create your stream object with authentication. Sorry, got distracted. Thinking something. Create a stream. Okay, here. Create a stream object with. I remember authentication like this auth. We gotta use that things, right? Like your auth, right? And we're gonna pass a container. I think container is like a. What is a? So my string container just like Hugo did in intro. You can find. What is this? Wait. I think it's like object or something. Okay, stream filter the keywords. Clinton Trump, Sanders, and the Cruz. So we just do like this. Do we need a bracket? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, to potential your bracket with 5. Pass the track. A list. How about like this? Yes. So the argument track. No, I didn't. That goes to. So this one is a couple years ago, must be. So you have the election information code here. Nope. See the hand. Alt L. Okay, I'm sure this one's right. Keywords argument tracking the. Oh, he already defined track for me. Okay, okay, already have. So we don't need to define here. Just do this and submit. Yes, I did. What's the matter? Well, let's see the answer. Track equals to. Okay. Why are you doing like this way? Oh, because track is not a variable name, it's a parameters. That's why. Okay. Load the export of your Twitter data. Assign the file names to. Okay, now what are we gonna do? Load and export your Twitter data. Now that we get the Twitter data setting local into the file, it's time to export it. So what you do to next few interaction is that you will read the data in the list. Assign to the file. Do that. Do that. Do. What we do here? Load and export. Oh, okay. Load and export data. String pass to the file. So import JSON. String pass. What is string pass? String is the pass. Okay. And each empty list of tweets equals to empty list. Yes. I think it's just like this. Open connection. How do you do this? Oops. Open connection. Open Twitter pass. Already have pass to our read for lines in tweets. For lines in Twitter files. Like what are we gonna do here? Using the for loops initial by for, load each tweet into the variable tweet. Use JSON load. Load each tweet into a variable tweets using JSON loads. And append tweet to Twitter data using append tweet to tweets. Data. We didn't use that pass yet, right? Initialize equals to tweet append. I don't know this train. Append, right? And close the connection here. And there's where we use that pass? Hit. Oh, certainly not right. Load missing or confidential argument pass. Oh, what are you going to load here? Oh, oh, lines. Line. Read the trace story and list here. It. No type object and attribute of 10. Create a pen. Like this. No. Let's see here. Tweet data. Oh, you didn't give anything here. This. One argument given there. Yes, right? Yes. So basically over here, like this for loop here, you for lines into the files, you open this connection. I mean, you open that connections over here. This is the path reading this text file. Let's see what we have over here. Show you guys very quick. So you get this text, right? You got this text here, and it shows this. Tweet text. How do we see this inside? Tweet text. This is a path, right? Let's see. No, field of hand. Header. Oh, we don't have what I have here. Let's read this one first. Oops. What? No, wait a second. What? Where we go? Let's read this one, and let's see. Here's basically it's tree, and let's see what is inside because I really want to see. And oh, what do I have here? Simple point encode. What is encode here? Function. Index two. Wow. How do I print it out? Do I have index? Index. Do you guys know how to print it out? Here, see what's that inside. Oh, actually like this. So, okay, so like this text, now I don't know how to do that. But if we, let's see here, if we print tweet, I think we can see what's inside. Oh, okay, see, like there's a whole bunch of things over here. So script output, right? And here, non-created maps, loads, trend force, what are those things? It's like JSON. Not quite sure. Burger products like the stock market or like election stuff. So those are the election informations over here. So basically over here, like this one, down to the point, you set the path, which is the file's path, and get the empty list. Open the connector of the Twitter path by passing the file, and you're gonna write this Twitter file, and you're gonna use a loop because you read it line by line, right? And the Twitter equals JSON load. You load as a JSON file for each line in this for loop, and then you append this lines in this empty list Twitter data. Remember here we initiate and the close the connection Twitter, and then print the what is this? What is this? Let's see. Oh, man. Yeah. If we just run here. So we print dictionary key. Okay, so oh, it's like maybe we can think about the dictionary keys like the column of a data frame. So you have like all this stuff, right? That place country. If we print uh, values, do we have ads? See, you can print for each columns. You can think about the keys value over here. So anyway, delete this one. No, sorry. No, we don't want to full screen. To pass. Okay, next one. Treat the data to data frame. Now you have to treat the data in the list of dictionary. Treat the data with each dictionary corresponding to the simple trees. Now you're going to the extract the language tree. The tree is T1, T1 is stored as a value T tags. Simply the language is stored in T long. And the tags is built into data frame in which each row is treated as column. Oh, I didn't get it. Let's read it again. Now I have the treated data in the dictionary, right? This variable trait data. Each dictionary corresponds to equal trait. Okay, yes. Now you are going to extract trait and language of each trait. The trait text in the trait T1 is stored in the value T1 tags. Simply, the language is stored in the len. U tags is built the data frame to each row of the trait and column text and len. Okay, I see what you're talking about. Panda data frame, and what are we gonna pass over here? So we just pass this dictionary. Can we just print the dictionary? I'm curious. Oh yes, we can. It's huge. And at least here. So column. Are we doing like tags? I don't think it will pass through. Passing through that, right? Or maybe it is. No, we can't do this. What do we have here? Let's see. Print T1, right? What do I have T1 here? Okay, T1 is nothing. What do I print T1 tags? Oh, T1 is nothing. Okay, use data frame construct data frame tree, a list addition and second argument tree is a list of the key which tab and columns. List of the keys which so I think that's it. What is P1? What are you talking about? So is that right here? No arguments. No, like this. List. Talking about a list, so it must be like this, right? Oh, good. That's right. So you print the rows is first is the text and the language English. Good. What? Go ahead. 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 Here we go. Next, the beta Twitter data analytics. Now you have the data frame. You're going to do a bit like text analysis of the account, how many tweets, which words. Okay, here. What says initial list? Store for index rows. Write a function, right? df editors Clinton plus words Clinton tags. Wording tags. Wording tags. Oh, sorry about that. Just thinking. Trump. Where's the tags? Okay, what are we gonna do here? Which should tell you whether the first argument words account for the second argument. What are we doing here? Now you have two data frame tweet setup. You're going to do a bit like tags. Let's to count how many tweets contain the words, right? The access code will define the following structure where tags which allow you whether the first argument is words count with the second argument is tweet. Words count for tweets. A word I don't understand. It registered the count number of tweets each. Okay, so import array, wording count, low, text, low, search, okay, words and tags. Oh, mention from the container of the rows that count how many tweets contain the keywords and list of options for each insert. For looking at text in the row, expanded from the background, showing tweets from the checker. Okay. Um, so is that exists? Um, is actually tax. What is from tax? Hmm, I didn't get it. Yeah, I get the idea, but I didn't get like what's this? Tax. So row. Oh, it's a data frame? Okay, data frame is rows like tags. Bro, man, like how to do this one? Did you guys know? I'm confused. And what is this? Is that the list? I don't understand. Is that Sandra? Bruce. Bruce. All right. Really? Why? I don't understand. Show the answer. Volute according to the. I don't understand the row text. Oh, is that here? So clean dance, like oh true, it's got the each line's code over here generate a true or false, and what's row text do? Well, you have to data frame. We are going to do the bit of the text now. So how to in the bird code we have defined this. You have to write the two arguments create second argument. But what is this like? What is row? What is text? Why is it working like that? Is that because previously, like this guy, we have here, right? Where is it? Okay, so each df, like each text is like this guy, right? So let's go back over here. Now it's probably makes sense. Oh, okay. You iterated the df, and the root text is the column name. See, that makes sense now. For each row, you get the text. Okay. So let's pass this one. Pass. That's fine. Plot your Twitter data. Now you have to have a number of tweets that each candidate was mentioned. You plot the bar chart in the data seaboard, such as data visualization library, which you may not have seen before. But it will get to this row. The first import the seaboard as thing as you were then constructing a bar plot to the data using isn't that bar plot. List of the label here, list of content variable you wish to plot. Hope you will see transfers unreasonable and representing we have already run the previous exercise solution. Okay. Trump unreasonable representative. In both matplotlib plot and disable using a line plot and see. Complete the argument of the disable plot. The first argument should be the label if you access. The second argument should be the list of the variable you wish to plot. As apparently in the previous exercise. Let's see, import and lib lot, right? Disable college through true, count names, disable plot, is you got that plot. What we're gonna plot here. The set color equals true. Create a list. CD. What's X and Y? What are we putting? content. Oh, should be CD 0 and CD. Okay. T S S my property. Could not import content. Why? Now, I think I need to include the data frame, right? Label appear to the x-axis. Why do I have axis? What is the label on the x-axis? Well, I don't know what is x-axis. Let's see. To import x, y, x, y, to import fragment list. What? Really? First argument should be the labels. Oh, so here should be the CD. Second argument should be the list of the variable on the y-axis. Ah, that's interesting. The list of labels. Oh, okay. Labels. This one. No attribute of shell. Update. Oh, that's the answer. Don't have patience for that. Okay. Matplotlib plot A. So we get separate them? I think we can do this. Can we? Import, right? That's something else. True. Yep. No margin in matplotlib. Why? Here's the same. Not the same. Oh, spell like one word less. EY plot. Here we go. I'll use the. Come on. Wow. Man, how clean things gonna be. Well, anyway, final thoughts. Okay, final thoughts. Let's just show and see what the final thoughts are. Hmm. Why it's taking so long? Oh, is that my internet is down? Oh no. No internet. Am I still recording? Let's see. Hey, sorry about that. What happened to my internet? I think it's too many people watching football tonight. Let's see. I hope it's still recording. Otherwise, it's gonna fuck up my recording. What's this? Yeah. Cancel. Select. What? Failed. Why? Here. Okay. Back online. Sorry about that, guys. Final thoughts.
Wowie, congratulations!
Yes.
You've just completed your deep dive into the Twitter API, in which you stream tweets, process them, and visualize your results. Amazing. If you've made it this far, you're now able to import data in Python from a wide array of sources. To recap the skill set and data importing chops that you've gained in this course and its prequel, you're now adept at importing basic text files and flat files, the basic bread and butter of any working data scientist's professional life. Local files in other formats such as Excel spreadsheets, SAS, Stata, and MATLAB files, pickled and HDF5 files. These skills will make you an even better collaborator than many working professionals out there. You've built up your basic skills at writing SQL queries and can now get all types of data out of relational databases. You're able to pull data from the web. Not only can you import basic web files, but you know a number of ways that you should get requests and can even do some basic web scraping and HTML parsing. On top of all of this, you've learned how to pull data from APIs and have had hands-on experience doing so with dives into several examples. You've learned a great deal and successfully completed these 2 courses on importing data in Python. Happy importing.
Great. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I see you guys next time. Peace.